Yes, we are finally. Yes, we are finally live. I hope you can hear me now. 10 parenting, but has come. Wow, this is so fine. Ah, thank you, Jennifer.
Let me do like a short video for you, right? So that you can post it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we are friends now. You send it to me on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I'll send you on WhatsApp.
Thank you. Yes, 10 parenting mistakes. Hello, everyone. So sorry about the hitches. 6 p.m. Class is turning to 6:51 class, but it's fine. So let's go straight into today's class. 10 parenting mistakes that look normal but quietly damage your child later. Welcome to this class. Welcome to this master class, everyone. Welcome, everyone. I see you. Thank you for being here. Okay, today's class is a free master class that is going to teach you parenting mistakes that look normal but quietly damage your child later, and how to raise emotionally strong, disciplined children without shouting, without fear or regret. So welcome, everyone. Okay, welcome to today's conversation. Today's class is going to be really insightful. Tonight may be one of the most important parenting sessions you have ever attended. Okay, sit tight, everyone, all the hitches, because by the time this webinar ends, you may realize that some of the things you thought were normal parenting are actually causing damages in your parenting journey. Okay, now actually they are silently damaging your child. So not because you are a bad parent. Okay, it's not as if we are the thing that makes us parents. It looks like, okay, we are bad people, we are struggling. It is because we are not bad parents, okay, but because nobody taught us better systems. Nobody taught us better systems. Nobody taught us better parenting. But tonight I'm going to show you why parenting weakens discipline. Why shouting weakens discipline. Thank you. I hope you can hear me now. You said you were not hearing me. That was why I ended the previous screen. That was why I ended the previous link. I hope you can hear me now. So, why being nice can destroy character? Why you're being nice can destroy character? Why some children become stubborn? Why smart parents still raise emotionally weak children? I hope I see you all. Thank you all for being here. And how to fix it immediately. This class is going to show you all of that. And before we finish, we are going to be getting a free guide. So stay to the end of this class. If you are interested in getting our free guide, stay to the end of this class. The guide costs 10,000 naira, but you are going to be getting it free. Hi. So thank you all for being here. So this guide is for parents who will register. Okay, so thank you for being here. I'm going to start with my story. I'm going to start with my story as a parent. Okay, now I grew up, where I grew up was not calm at all. There was no peace. It was looking like there was quietness, but there was no peace. There was a lot of quietness, but there was no peace. There was anger, there was fear, there was a lot of yelling, a lot of tension, a lot of aggressive communication. Communication was more of aggression. Communication was aggressive. Yes, tension. That made me very timid growing up. I became a timid child. I lost confidence. It's not as if but because of the anger, the fear, it all boiled down into making me a very timid child. I lost confidence in myself. I couldn't do the things I was supposed to do. Thank you so much. Thank you. I see you all. So I struggled expressing myself. In fact, I growing up, people that knew me felt that I was a very quiet person. Like I because I didn't know how to express myself, I became very timid. I was a very timid child because of the environment, my immediate environment. I struggled. Then later I lived in another parenting style. Now this first parenting style was a very active one. Then I moved into another parenting style that was also reactive. Guess what it was? It was now explosive. Yelling, a lot of yelling. So this woman could yell. She does it unconsciously. Okay, but now I now picked that part too. I picked the shouting part, and I told myself, okay, when I become a parent, I will do better. I'm not going to repeat that part. I'm not going to be a parent that was always fearful, always leading with fear, leading with anger. Hi, thank you all so much. I see you all. So stay to the end of this class. You're going to be getting something that is very valuable. So when I became a parent, I told myself I was going to do better. I began to, okay, now as a lawyer, I told myself, okay, I began reading books. I was following parenting platforms here and there. Okay, I was reading parenting books, following parenting platforms. I was learning, I was trying. But when the pressure became real, I struggled. I became reactive too. I yelled. You need to see you need to see when I am yelling, and you need to see when I am angry. So that was a very reactive parenting. Then one day, the thing that brought me to my turning point was the day that I had just become a widow. Yes, that was what changed me forever. Okay, I bought malaria medication for my daughter that I felt was becoming sick. I mixed it up. Okay, this is somebody normally she doesn't like taking malaria drugs, but that particular day I mixed the malaria drugs for her. Then she spilled it. After the bleeding and everything, for her to take the malaria drug, she spilled everything away, and then that was it. I snapped. This is me that have been preaching no flogging, no hitting. That day I became very frustrated, and then I yelled, I hit her. That was my turning point. I told myself I'm becoming the kind of parent I told myself I was never going to become. That and then that became the beginning of my journey, because that moment broke me. I realized I was repeating patterns I never addressed. I am repeating the patterns I always hated. That was the day I understood information does not heal patterns. Information, reading books will not heal patterns. Transformation does. What heal patterns is about transformation. Okay, what heal patterns is about transformation, not just the books you are reading. Books you are hearing tips, you are hearing advices online. It does not, those information does not bring transformation. It doesn't bring change. What will bring change, what will make you a transformed parent, what will make you a parent that is effective, that is calm, is transformation. So I began my healing journey. I studied child development, emotional intelligence, behavioral systems, family structure, identity shaping, and I became what I am now. Okay, I became what I now call the steward, a true steward. I became a true steward, and this my becoming journey is something I saw that, okay, this most parents are still struggling. Most parents who were like me, they had all they now, in fact, most of them are clergies, they are celebrities. They told themselves they are going to do better, but now they are fortunate, and now they're going inside their house. In fact, most people you see them outside, they are angels, they are beautiful people, you like to be around them, but inside their house they are room tigers, room tigress. So but I know that it is very, after everything is done and dusted, you become angry at yourself and feel guilty and wish you had done better. Okay, so but because of this knowledge, I now created the steward tribal parenting framework. So it's a system to help and educate expose it's a system that I created to help educated and exposed parents who still react emotionally, because become calm, intentional parents raising emotionally strong children. Okay, so this is a system I created for parents who are educated, and your guests looks so nice. Thank you so much. I like thank you so much. So I hope you are following me. So now 10 parenting mistakes that look normal but eventually damages your children. So the first parenting mistake that look normal but damages your children is shouting to get results. You even hear parents that you think are even experienced, they'll tell you, just shout at the child now, shout very well. When you shout at the child will conform. So but that shouting is brings more damage to your child, because Shouting may work now, it may work fast. That is why many parents use it. Okay, many parents use shouting because it's very speed. The speed is very fast, but speed is not success. Speed is not success. Okay, children who respond only to shouting are not disciplined. I was talking to someone yesterday. I was telling the person that I was giving the person many scenario of people that were parented with reactive parenting style, and he was telling me that, oh, but they became better. I told him that that's not true, because that's not all we can become. We can become much more. We can become much more. Okay, because all those patterns, those things will be repeated. They will be passed down from generation to generation until one parent, and I know you that are watching this live stream today, you're watching this free masterclass today, you will decide that you would break that pattern. You will become a pattern breaker. You will break that pattern and become more emotionally intelligent. You become a more emotionally intelligent parent, because shouting may bring results, immediate results, but it is a quick fix. It is a quick fix, and it doesn't last, but it causes damage. It causes emotional damage to your child. Okay, so eventually they stop listening to words, they only react to volume. That shouting that you are programming your child, shouting at your child, you are programming them. That is why you say some children are different. Some of them are quiet, some of them need their own hands. It's not true. Your child, there's a way your child learns that I have not discovered. Children learn differently. Children listen differently. Some children are kinesthetic, some children are audible, they learn audibly. So that is why you should not be thinking it's your reactive parenting that makes your child conform. No, it only makes your child, you are conditioning your child that is only shouting that they can hear. It's only when you shout. That's why many times you are communicating, but you think you are communicating, they are not hearing you because you have not shouted. So that is a parenting mistake that causes damage. So eventually they stop listening to words, and now they start reacting to volume. They want to hear you yell, they want to hear you shout. Another mistake that parents do is inconsistent rules. Inconsistent, today you say no, tomorrow you say yes. So, and the child is confused. Even you too, you are confused. Next week you say maybe. So children cannot build discipline in confusion. Consistency creates security. Consistency creates safety. So children cannot build in confusion. Even you too, when you are confused, you are not stable to think well. So that is why that is a huge mistake in your parenting. Not being stable today, you are thinking, okay, let me just allow the child. Tomorrow you are thinking, okay, let me all of that is a parenting mistake that you need to stop today. Another parenting mistake is rescuing too quickly. So many at times, this reactive parenting style I'm talking about is that this reactive parenting style is that parents don't, they just, so many of us, many parents feel like, okay, I don't want any, you decide that you don't, you suffered, you really suffered, so you don't want your child to go through anything. That's why you are still cooking for your 15-year-old. You are still cleaning for your 18-year-old. You are still cleaning, you are still doing everything for your children. You are stepping into, you hear that, oh, there's a problem, you go and fight for your child. So rescuing too quickly allow natural consequences. Okay, you solve every problem, you fight every battle for your child, you remove every discomfort. It feels like love, but it trains helplessness. Yes, and eventually it becomes entitlement. So it's a parenting mistake that parents do. Another parenting mistake is prioritizing happiness over growth. You just want your child to be happy. You are not even mindful if they are growing, if they are emotionally growing, if they are growing mentally. So you're just thinking, oh, let me just give them now, just give them, and the child is throwing tantrum. You just, oh yeah, give them phone, give the baby phone now, give the child phone now. So that is prioritizing happiness over growth. Okay, so some parents hate seeing children upset, so they avoid correction. They don't want their children. I saw a video clip of a parent. He just came back from work, and then his son was lying down using a phone. He just came back and neglected the boy. He did not even care. It was even the boy that came after hours later to come and check what he's doing. So many parents are like that. You prioritize happiness. You don't want your child to get sad. You don't want to upset your children. You don't want to go into a quarrel with your child. So you just behave in a way that because you don't want to correct them. So but discomfort grows maturity. Discomfort is what is in their discomfort that maturity is birthed. So no child becomes strong through comfort alone. So your child needs structure, your child needs wisdom. Okay, so stop. So now the fifth mistake is you don't give them responsibility at home. You have drivers, you have cleaners, your child don't do anything, they don't yeah, you have a help that ties your children's shoelace. Your son will poo in the toilet and stand up and walk away, and the house help will come and clean up the toilet for your child. So that is a parenting mistake. You don't give your child any responsibilities at home, no chores. Your child don't do any chores, they don't contribute at home, they don't have any duty. So they just wake up in the morning and they leave the house, they don't lay their bed. So then later parents ask, why is my child lazy? Responsibility must be trained early. You must start training responsibility early. Your children must start learning how to look after themselves. Okay, so another mistake that parents do is too much screen exposure. Too much screen exposure because we are busy. You say, okay, take phone, let me go and take phone. You use screen as consequences, you use screen as punishment. I will not give you my phone again. Every time everything is about screen, but screens overstimulate attention and weakens patience. Screen is a very disadvantage to your journey, is your parenting journey, and it weakens patience. A distracted child struggles with discipline. So your child, that's why they are overstimulated, they cannot concentrate because they cannot concentrate because they are going through a lot. Okay, they are going through a lot from the overstimulation from that screen. In fact, that is why they behave like autistic children, because you have programmed them with too much screen. They are always on screen, you don't even have a plan. So that in when you join the Steward Tribals program, you get to learn how to plan these stuff. Okay, a distracted child struggles with discipline. A distracted child struggles with discipline. They cannot be disciplined because they are distracted. Their mind is thinking you have projected to them, the screen, the things they have been watching. So that's why they become distracted. They cannot focus and learn. They cannot focus and do anything. They are indisciplined. So you are raising, that is a parenting mistake. So another mistake is repeating instructions without consequences. Today you say come here, tomorrow you keep repeating it, and then you train them to delay. So you just keep repeating instruction without no obedience. So another parenting mistake is comparing your children. This one is a quick fix for many of us parents. Because there's something in our mind when we are planning to have children. There's a good behaved child that we had in our mind. So there's somebody that is doing that. So because of that, you are quick to compare your child with the other child. Look at your cousin, see your sister, see your brother. At your age, your sister was not doing this. So you are quick to compare. Comparison may produce performance, but it kills identity. In fact, there's something that I heard that made me cringe, because this was something my mother, who was not so educated, did. And now this is somebody that is highly educated. He was saying this proudly, that he tells his children to copy anybody that is well behaved. So what if the person that is well behaved is a mad person? So the child that is innocent will go and copy that mad person because he wants to copy somebody that is well behaved. So but in your parenting, you have to build identity. Stop asking your children to be performing. Parenting is not about performing, it's about building identity. It's not about building performance in your children. Okay, so and it kills identity. Another mistake that parents make that damages their children eventually is avoiding difficult conversation. I remember this one. I remember growing up. We grew up in the time that phones were not common. Okay, I think there were no even phones. It was this landline. So later there was phone, and now there was phone in everybody's hand. But then, with what I was seeing, it was growing up, being exposed to stuff like immoral content were very scarce. You need to sneak to see hints and all of that. But now it was at the tip of our fingers. And then I had younger ones, and there was a day I told my mom to have that conversation, and she was like, she couldn't have it. She was scared. She didn't want to have that difficult. But some parents avoiding, you are avoiding. Some parents avoid talking about behavior. They avoid talking about body safety. They avoid talking about responsibility, about mistakes, about sexuality. This is a conversation that many parents don't want to have. You don't want to talk about it. My mom was, she felt like she told me she told me that since it's my passion. I said, but this is not my child. He's my brother. Is my brother, so he won't take me seriously like how he would take his parents seriously. So that is why she should have done it. But she said no, she didn't know how to do it. I should go and do it. And many of us are like that today. But the people that are after your children, they are not scared. They're not scared of having this conversation. In fact, they are planting it everywhere. So that is why, as a parent, that is how you too should be planting it. Even the Bible say, and discuss it on your bed, discuss it when you walk, discuss it everywhere. So stop avoiding difficult conversation. Talk about it. Talk about mistakes. Be comfortable. Let your child know that you too, you make mistakes. Stop saying, oh, when I was a child, I was well behaved girl, my mother would just call me once and I'll answer. Tell them the truth. Tell them your mistakes. Tell them how you struggle. Tell them the things you did, so that they will start from what you are doing. Okay, so let your child have those conversations. Stop avoiding them. That's a mistake that costs your child eventually, because now they will have to, if they decide to break those genes, if they decide to break those negative person, they will have to start from scratch. But if you, as a parent, now you decide to be a steward, you decide to steward the destiny of your children, then if you decide to do this intentionally, they would have a blueprint. They would have somebody that have done it before. They will know that, oh, my mother made this mistake before. Oh, I should not go that path again, because it will not end well. Okay, so have this conversation, and have conversation about responsibility, how you were successful, how you took body safety, how these are protections that you can give to your children. How this conversation, silence does not protect children. Many parents are afraid. They are either thinking, oh, if I start calling vagina or calling penis now, or calling breast now, the child will not. Silence does not protect your child. It is your wisdom. It is what you can teach what you expose your child. That's what they will know. Okay, so guidance is what guide your child, and stop thinking your silence will protect them. It doesn't protect. Your silence will not protect them. So another mistake that parents engage in is not modeling what you demand. Many of us are like that. We are very erratic, very reactive, and then you will now be telling your child, oh, why are you so scattered, why are you like this, and when I was like you be lying. No, you be lying. Meanwhile, when you were like then, you were you cannot even remember how you were, because you were also parented in a reactive way. So now you are parenting in a reactive way, and your child is reactive like you, but you are demanding something that you have not modeled. You are demanding something you have not, an example you have not displayed, you have not shown. You are demanding it from them. It's a parenting mistake that costs. So now it is for you to become who you want your child to be. It is for you to model what you want your child to become. Okay, so not modeling what you demand. Children copy patterns. They will not do. Now stop saying do what I say and not what I do. It's a lie. I remember I was in a session where a governor was speaking. The governor was giving an example. He said, you tell your people, don't steal, don't do this, and they will watch you closely, and they notice that you are a thief. They will also steal. So that is the children copy patterns. They copy patterns and not your words. They copy what you do, how you live. That is what your child will copy. So that your confusion, that your errativeness is what your child will copy, and not your lecture. Not, oh, I've been saying it now, I've been telling you now, oh, why are you like this? No, if they see anger, in fact, that is why many parents are raising angry children. And I need to come closer. Let me tell you something. Many of us say, my child is always angry. What is causing it? It is because of the way you are always either angry, you are over demanding, you are controlling too much. So that all these patterns is what creates an angry child, and then they see anger, they learn how to be angry. You have not worked on your anger, you have not worked on your emotions. You say parenting is very stressful, parenting is a heavy task, parenting is not for the weak, parenting is, I used to say it too, but parenting can be enjoyable. Yes, parenting mistake, if you keep showing your children that anger is a way to live. Or when I'm overwhelmed I should be angry, when I am tired I should just say everything, I should insult them, I should call them names because I feel frustrated. If you model that, they learn that. If they see that you are a disciplined person, they learn to be disciplined. So that is what parenting is about. I was telling somebody yesterday, I told him that parenting is the reason why you are who you are today is because of who parented you. So that is why you should avoid this mistake. Okay, because whoever your child, that's why the society is the way it is. We say, oh, we are disciplined. What is the discipline that we are? We can flog, we can shout, we can embarrass, we can disgrace our children, we can make them feel very shameful. That is not discipline. That is not discipline. It's a huge parenting mistake that we keep causing the problem, that's the patterns that we see in our society that we are not comfortable with. But I know you are interested in raising a good society. I know you are interested in raising a child that will change the world. Okay, so now let's look at another thing now, that carefully, because these mistakes are symptoms. The real issue is deeper. Most parents are parenting from unhealed wounds. Most parents are parenting from unhealed wounds, inherited patterns. You saw your mother used to insult you when she's angry, your father used to insult you, so that is why you say, okay, because you are angry, you are frustrated, you will slap your son, you will slap your daughter as if they are animals. You have koboko in your house, you are flogging your children. So those are unhealed wounds. When you say, you turned out fine, but if you actually want to be true to yourself, you want to do this work, you will see that you have a lot of unhealed wounds. I know you will tell me that you are fine, you are okay, you turned out fine, but that's fine. So let's just continue. So another pattern is inherited patterns. You saw your parents do it. That is how you know your parents. When they are angry, that is how they should do it. They should kneel the child down, they should slap the child, they should tell the child, come on, shut up, you keep quiet, you get out. That's the patterns you inherited. So you did not learn how to use tools in your parenting. Stress is another factor that causes all these parenting mistakes, because it's not about the mistakes. They are just symptoms. Okay, the real issue goes deeper. Stress can be another reason. You are everywhere, you are doing everything. There's no time, you don't even know when you are supposed to have a break, time that you're supposed to be a human being. You just want to be everywhere, you're very reactive. When you are everywhere, that is when it will happen. But after, when you are done, after all is said and done, you become very stressful, and then you keep giving your children crumbs. You start giving them crumbs. That is a very deep reason why you are a reactive parent. That is why you are doing these parenting mistakes, because another reason is lack of systems. Parenting, to do emotionally intelligent parenting, you need systems. Okay, it's not just as it's doing me, let me do it like that. No, parenting has to do emotionally intelligent parenting, you need systems. Emotional exhaustion is another thing. You're emotionally exhausted. That means even good parents can create bad outcomes. So even good parents can create bad outcomes. Hello, sorry, I did not introduce myself. I had an introduction video, I had everything in my laptop, but the laptop did not work. So my name is Ruth Ikhabomeh. I am the founder of the Equitable Parents Hub, and this is me you are listening to. So let's go continue to today's class, because when you are emotionally exhausted, that means even good parents will create bad outcome, because parenting is not about intention. Many of us intended, we are going to be calm, we intended that we are going to, but now I was in another place yesterday evening. I was okay. It was in a church. They were talking about gentleness. I was just looking at all of them. They are in the church. They are gentle. With their friends, they are gentle. But when they go home, they will become room tigers, room tigresses. They will be everywhere. Their children are always scared. They are walking on eggshells. I was in that kind of environment. They are always scared because of this. Their parents are always angry, quick to slap, quick to yell. When they are angry, everybody is collecting. No structure, no system. Everything, everybody is just every time there's shouting going on in the house. Everybody is yelling. Everybody's where is it? Where is it? Every time you go to a home, there's always chaos because parenting is not about having good intention. Your good intention alone is not enough. Okay, it's not enough. You intend to parent well, but when you are tired, you give your child your phone. So you're going just go and you intend to raise a child that is skilled. You intend to raise a disciplined child, but giving your child phone, is that discipline? Giving your child phone because you are overwhelmed, you need to break, you need to take a break, you now so yeah, take the phone, go and be watching, you just put them on the screen. So that is good intention without structure, without system. That is good intention without system. It is, but parenting is about structure. Parenting is about systems. When you rely on your own emotion, you keep causing these mistakes. When you rely on your emotions, you rely on your good intention, you keep causing yourself these mistakes. Now there's we've created a framework. I told you people how I started. I didn't grow up in a calm home. There was anger, so and that created fear in me. I was always fearful, and that made me very timid. I couldn't talk, I couldn't express myself. When I'm working, when I'm with my peers, I would just be very quiet. So people assume that I was a very gentle girl. I was very quiet. And then afterwards I moved into another space. In that space there was a lot of yelling. There was a lot of yelling. When you want to express yourself, you will just, when you're just coming from the gate, you will be shouting, hey, who kept this one here? Hey, who is this person? Hey, to express yourself, you just be very loud. So I saw another pattern. So now I saw anger, and I also experienced another pattern, which is yelling. So imagine the combo, anger and yelling. So imagine when I want to now exhibit this pattern. So imagine the scene. Imagine when I feel frustrated, or when I feel overwhelmed, or when I feel triggered. Imagine how it will be. So imagine anger and me screaming. So that is what many of us do. We have this good intention. We just saw this ourselves the way we are, but then good intention, we just keep making us reactive. It's the reason why you are still flogging your children. Yes, it's the reason why parenting is overwhelming, parenting is tiring. You don't want to even stay with your children. You are tired, you go and dump them somewhere. Your children are going through, they are going through a lot. They cannot talk to you because you cannot relate. There's no connection. You cannot create. There's no attachment, there's no bond between you and your child. There's nothing to relate. But out there, oh, when they see you out there, you're a gentle person. Oh, you're very calm. When you're walking, you walk like an angel. Oh, you're walking like this, your hand, you're always gentle. But get home now, you become a room tiger. You become a room tigress. When you are shouting, I was there too. I used to be very reactive. So but this journey has made me saw that there is a deep need for this, because many of us are working with unhealed wounds. We are working with unhealed wounds. Many people are really broken. I heard a story about what a woman, she was crying. She was reflecting about her parenting pattern, and then she was talking about what happened to her. How her mother will beat her, bring her out, naked her in the midst of people. She was being raped. She couldn't talk to her mother because there was never any connection. And you see those kind of people, you see them, they will walk in and say, they are feeling good, they turned out fine. But inside them, they know that they are not fine. they have this good intention, but then they will repeat that pattern. They will keep beating their children and feeling guilty afterwards. So they will start crying afterwards. They will start feeling guilty and feeling bad. Why? Because they have not healed their traumas. They have not healed those wounds. So but parenting, effective parenting is something that has to be done in a system. Effective parenting is something that you have to heal to do. Okay, so that is why the steward parenting framework exists. Okay, in our tribe, in the steward tribe, you get to learn all of these. You get to learn how to become this intelligent, emotionally intelligent parent. Okay, so this is what changed everything for me too. So heal yourself. So and this healing is not a one-off thing. No, you not say, oh, that I'm done. I'm done. I took many healing books. I read them. I am healed now. When you are triggered after 1 month, you have told yourself you are going to practice. No, you have done affirmations, you have prayed, you have prayed. So but another thing you should know, that prayer without wisdom, you will keep. In fact, many there was a story, a very popular, a father that got killed by his own son because of anger. He was always inside the house, the room tiger. So and then this boy had it all, and he snapped back. He snapped back, and then it led to something very very evil. So but I don't want us to go to that extent of raising children that will become angry children. So you have to heal yourself. That is where you start from. So healing yourself is not, oh, you have finished reading all the book, you read the emotional intelligence book, you are now okay, you have armed yourself. Now I'm armed to be emotionally intelligent. I will not yell again. I will not yell at my children again. Oh, today you are gentle. Hey mommy, okay, just go and do it. After 1 month, the tiger in you, the room tigress in you will come out, and your children will start seeing you as devils, and your children will start walking around you as walking on eggshells, because they don't know what to do. You've become unpredictable. So reading books are information is not enough. You need transformation to be able to do this. It's about transformation. You need transformation to be able to steward the destiny of your children without breaking them. Some say, many of us, we say we are professionals, we are lawyers, we are doctors, we are this, we are that. I am a lawyer myself, but then if we are truthful to ourselves, we know that we need healing. Because your children are going to trigger you. Yes, they are going to trigger you. You just feel that, oh, sometimes you just feel like, what is this person, what is this human being even doing in my space? Because you have not healed. The child is only revealing to you the part that needs healing, the part of you that needs to be worked on. So that's what your children came to do. They came to make your life better. Yes, this is what changed even for me. So heal yourself. Because your children trigger what adults haven't addressed, trigger what adults haven't healed. So another thing that you get to learn as a steward parent is build structure. Routines create discipline faster than punishment. Yes, structure, systems, it creates discipline more than punishment. And you cannot do this if you have not done this first work, healing. You cannot do this if you have not gotten this transformation. So and this transformation is not something that, okay, that will just fall on you. Okay, you say, oh, today you have finished reading all the books. It's not something that will just fall on you. You say, okay, now I'm okay, I'm good to go. No, it's something that is, parenting is a daily work. Parenting is something that you keep showing up daily. And as you are showing up daily, you are wiring your child. You are creating who they are going to become. You are the one that will determine if your child becomes an angry person. It is on you. Yes, you are the first environment of your child. That is why you need to heal yourself. You need to build structure, because structure Build your children, build discipline more than that punishment, more than that koboko you went to go and buy, more than that slapping, that hitting, that kneeling down you are telling. In fact, I was with a parent and she was telling her daughter that she would, after flogging her, the daughter will now tell her how where she's struggling. Really? I'm struggling and you have finished flogging me. You want me to tell you my secret? There will be a lot of secrets between me and you. I will not tell you anything. So, but I was not that kind of child. I was very timid. I was very, yes, eventually I struggled. Eventually I struggled. So, but many children will be struggling. They will struggle, yes, because there's no connection. They cannot connect. You are not connecting to their pains. You don't even know what they are going through. You are quick to yell, quick to hit them, and you want that child to connect with you. Mba, they will not connect to you. You want that your teenager to connect with you. They will not connect with you. So that is why you need this work. You need to do this healing work, because your children are going to keep triggering you. Yes, they are going to be children. Even Apostle Paul said in the Bible, when I was a child, I behaved like a child. Is it not true? Your children are going to keep being children. They are going to keep being children. So, but it is now left for you to keep being an adult and stop coming down to their level to become a child too. So children are going to trigger what you haven't healed. Build structure. So instead of punishment, stop hitting your children. They are not animals. They are not cows. Okay? Your children can learn routines. They can learn structures. They can learn systems that will hold them responsible even when you are not there. So stop trying to control your children. Stop trying to use punishment. You're always thinking of how to use fear. Are you looking at me? Hey, are you looking at me? Is it me you're looking at? Hey, okay, slap me now. Hey, beat me now. Collect the cane and beat me. Take the cane. Hey, so all of that is not relevant when you can build structure, when you can build system. So another thing is shape identity. Another thing that you need to do is to shape identity, because that's what a steward does. A steward shapes identity. They don't just tell your child go and copy anybody that is any space anywhere you are. That you see those children become timid because they are learning. They are instead of them to be learning, okay, this is how to build myself, this is who I am, instead of them to be learning how to be grounded, how to be empowered, you are now telling them to go and be copying people. So they will go to a space instead of them to be thinking about themselves, how to build themselves. They'll be thinking, okay, who is the best behavior? Oh, who is this person? Okay, it's David. David is the best behaved boy. Okay, let me be looking, watching him. So this is what, and when David makes mistake, they will follow David because you told them. You told them you don't have a family culture you are working with. So, but in this our program, you get to build shape, you get to shape identity of your children, because telling your children to go and copy the best behaved person is highly misleading. My mother used to do it to me too, and it landed me. It's only God that saved me. It's only God that saved me. I don't even think I have been fully saved. So don't do that to your child. Stop telling your children to go and copy the best behave. My mother used to tell me that if nobody, that my mother got married she got married as a teenager. Her father married her off. She came back. My father paid for her. She was going to school and she got pregnant, and that was the end of her school. So she's a young person. She doesn't know so much. So she used to tell me, if nobody trains you, won't you train yourself? So in training myself now, I'm looking for where to train people, to train the environment that will train me. So, and I followed the way that almost cost me my life, if not God. I followed the path that almost cost me my life. So that is why you should focus on shaping your identity. Stop telling your children to go and copy people. Stop telling your children that, didn't you see how that boy did it? Copy the person. That your child will be thinking of who to copy. Meanwhile, you can build your child's identity. You can grow. They can grow in themselves, who they are. Even if they make mistakes, it is who they are. They are building themselves bit by bit, daily, after every day. They are building themselves. So that is what this program gives you, how to shape identity without destroying your child. So you correct calmly. Correction without shame. I told us, I just said this in this class now, and many of us have that experience. Many of us have, and we are still doing it. Your child bedwetted, you say, carry the mattress now, let everybody see it. You be talking to your children, you be shaming them. Okay, let me call Aunty Biodun. Hey, Aunty Bola, you see this boy, this my son that I've been telling, come and see, he has gone to fail again. Oh, he out of everybody in his class, he came 20 out of 25. So that is, you're correcting your child with in shame. You're correcting your child in shame, and meanwhile you can correct your child calmly. Yes, you can correct your child calmly, you can build your child calmly. It is possible. It's possible to be a calm parent. It is possible to be a calm parent that corrects their child in calmness and not in shame. Oh, your child made a mistake. Hey, come and see. Oh, come and see this child. Hey, this child have done. You embarrass that child. You embarrass that child and make sure you shame the child. You even slap your child in the public. You slap them. You want to tell them that I am your parent, forgetting that tomorrow you will become that your child that you are shouting at the parent. They will start taking care of you. They will start taking care of you in old age. So correct calmly. That is what you get to learn in this program. Another thing you get to do is how to model daily. I say parenting is about showing up daily. Parenting is a daily work. So this one you say, I was speaking with someone yesterday, was telling me how the day is to pay to learn parenting. How will you pay to learn parenting? Me, I will just carry four emotionally intelligent books now and I will know everything. It's not about information. It's not about information. This healing work is a daily thing. Parenting is work. Parenting is work. Yes, it's a work you have to do. So you have to model daily. You have to become that person you want your child to become. You have to become it first. You have to become it first. Become that person. That calm person. You say your child is not calm. This boy, he's not calm. Oh, David. David is not calm. Oh. And Shola will just come here now. You will just see Shola have scattered everything. Become that person you want your child. Many of us, we say our children are autistic, their children are struggling. You buy them iPad. Many of our children are using iPad. They're always on the screen. Always on the screen. And tomorrow you will come and beat them. You come and beat them because these children, they need you to be able to guide them. Children learn through guidance. Parenting is about guidance. Your children need you to be able to lead them. Okay? So model daily. You are the loudest lesson in the house. You are the first environment of your child. You are the first environment of your child. You are the loudest person in your child's life. So that is why the way you even speak to your child today is the voice your child be carrying around with them. Is that voice. Say, see you now, you will go there now. Nothing happened though. But the child is thinking they are now the weapon fashioned against themselves because of your voice. Because of the voice they are carrying around. They say, that is how you will do it now. You will go and you will go there now. You will go and be talking like a mumu. Meanwhile, your child can go there and behave well, but because of your voice in their head, they will go there and misrepresent because of your voice in their head. Okay, so model daily because you are the loudest lesson in the house. You are the loudest lesson in your child's life. You as the parent, you are your child's first environment. Okay, so now discipline is structure, not punishment. Discipline is structure, not punishment. Correction is not discipline. Value drives identity. That is what you get to learn in the Stewart Tribers program. You get to learn how to build this identity through your own family values and stop telling your children to go and copy. Yes, you get to learn how to do it. You get to learn how to do it for your family, for your own home. You get to learn how to build the culture, the what happens, the way communication happens. Yes, you get to build it for your own home, as your own framework, as your own blueprint, as your own family blueprint. You get to learn how to do it for your own. And there's something I told you all to wait to the end of this class because something beautiful is going to happen. I'm going to give you a gift. Okay, so value drives identity. So stop telling your children to go and copy the well-behaved. Yes, if he's a professor's son that is well-behaved in your class, copy him. Because he's a professor's son does not mean that he's wise. Mm-mm. The fact that your son is in a class with a professor's son, or is in a class with a it is well o. I told you people now, I told you people my own story. It is well with all of us. Identity is key. Shaping identity is key in parenting. Shaping identity is key. This is me that was a pastor. This is me that was, but then I'm trying to train myself now. Shebi, I'm trying to train myself. I don't want to remain like this again. Let me help myself. Nobody, no guidance is there, let me give myself, let me train myself, let me follow the best behave. I follow the best behave. How far? So stop telling your children to copy. Stop build their identity. Yes, build the identity. So your children are unique. That is what the equitable parent is about. Your children are unique in their own journey. So see your child for who they are. So one may be very outspoken, one may be a kinesthetic child. So see them for who they are. So stop telling them, stop comparing your children. Stop telling them, oh, can't you see? Didn't you see how this person was? Oh, your sister is not like that. Your cousin, hey, Shola on the street is not like that. Hey, Emeka is different. You just be misleading your child. They're not building any identity. You are not building identity. So but identity drives behavior. Yes. There was one time in my other class I talked about a secondary school girl that they found in a bus in Lagos with a youth. She was supposed to go to school and then they found her having sex in a bus. So but if her identity is grounded, there's nothing. What is a secondary school girl doing with while thinking about sex? For what is shebi the sex na? All of you, we are tired. All of you parents, you are tired. So build your child's identity, because identity will drive their behavior. Identity will drive their behavior. So let your child know who they are. All this say, oh, it's sweeting you, calm down. Teach your children, let them learn for who they are. Have these conversations with them. Stop being uncomfortable. Let it not be, how can I start talking about, how will I start talking about my child will not hear me talking about how can I say vagina? God forbid. I cannot say penis. I cannot say everything. It's part of their body. Yes, breast. Sorry. So it's part of their body. Say it, okay? Because identity drives behavior. It drives behavior. So when your child will not be confused, say, oh, today I think I'm a boy. No, because the identity is not strong. It's not strong. That is why they are confused. That is why they are confused. So you have to, this identity thing is a serious work. Is a serious work, and it has to do with neurosurgical you wiring their brains, building identity. So it's a daily work. It requires you showing up daily, okay, with your tools. So parenting is about having tools. Parenting is about having tools. It's not that you saw, okay, and when your father when you talk like that, your father will just give you one slap. You thank God it's not my father. I cannot try that during my father's time. I will not try that, okay? But if you don't become, your child cannot become. So that is what I am here to tell you today. All these mistakes I have mentioned, if you don't become, your child will not become. Your child will not become if you don't become. So I told you that to stay to the end of this class, because we have something that we are going to give to every parent that stayed to the end of this class, okay? So just listen up to me. Now let me be honest with you. So tonight's webinar can open your eyes. These webinars that you have listened to have opened your eyes, but awareness alone does not create transformation. I need somebody to put that down in the comment section. Awareness. All these things I've said, mistakes. Oh, I've told you people mistake. I've told you people yelling. I've told you people copying. I've told you people not being founded in your identity. How it can create, all these things have created awareness, but then the real work is in your transformation. The real work is in your becoming. The real work is in your environment. Where are you? Which community do you belong to? Are you doing parenting in autopilot mode? The thing is just doing you. Let me just be doing, just be going. Okay, you are tired today. there was one parent that was saying that she was considering euthanasia for her child because she was alone. There was nobody to talk to. She was tired. She was dealing with a special needs child, and then she has exhausted all her arsenals, and now she was thinking, okay, I think I am tired. That is a human life. That is a human life, and it is not in your power to take anybody's life. It is not even your child. It is not in your power. Okay, so it is not in your power to take anybody's life. That is why you need a community. Okay, because parenting is, when you do parenting in autopilot mode, you will become overwhelming. When you do parenting in survival mode, you will be tiring. So that is why you need a community, because awareness alone will not create transformation. Those your information you have been reading, you have read emotional intelligence book, you have read healing book. Well done, ma. Well done, sir. But I know that you still struggle because I read too. Omo, when I was going to have my child, you need to see how I read. I read many books, but ask me how far. How did the journey go? How did it go? So, but thank God. If not, I can imagine the kind of parent I would have become. Hey, God forbid. I can imagine the kind of parent I would have become if I had not become intentional about this role God has placed in my hand. If I had not become intentional about this stewardship work, I can imagine the kind of reactive parent I would have become, because I have a lot of patterns wired inside of me. The things are plenty. The coldness, the I have a lot of them to exhibit, to pour out. So, but thank God for this work I decided to do, because awareness is not enough. Okay, so the real what really matters. Okay, because many parents already know what to do. Yes, if you ask me, you know that yelling is not good. You know that hitting your children are not animals, and you know that is not good. But then you are tired. You know that screen. You know that screen you are exposing your children to. Every time they come to your house, the screen is always on. Television is always on. Television is on from morning till night. You know that it is not good. Shebi, you know. That is awareness. But how far? How far? So awareness will not create your transformation, because many parents already know. You already know what to do, yet you still repeat what you hate. Many times you've told yourself that God forbid I will not be that kind of parent. So because of that, so many of us, there was one parent that was saying that at 10, she didn't want her child to be fetching water from dispenser. So she would go there and fetch. She was still fetching water for her 10-year-old son. You are raising so parenting is not about being gentle. It's not about gentle parenting. Parenting it's not about raising badly behaved children. It's about your ability to be able to raise disciplined children. Yet is about being able to hold yourself accountable, about being able to put yourself in a system that will hold you accountable, because you will repeat those patterns that you hate. You will repeat those patterns that you hate. Why will you repeat those patterns? Why will you repeat those patterns that you hate? I need us to put it down in the comment section. Why do you think you will repeat those patterns that you hate? Please, I need us to put it down in the comment section. I want to know. I'm seeing that I'm not alone in this class, so I need feedback. I need to know that I'm with other parents in this class, because I told you that I have something for you at the end of that WhatsApp group. If you leave. If you leave the WhatsApp group on your own, you will not get the resources that will be given out. So tell me in the comment section, why do you know, why is it that all your awareness, all your knowledge, your information is making, yet you are still repeating those patterns? I need us to put in the comment section. With all the knowledge, with all the awareness, with all the information that you have, yet you know You are struggling. You will beat your child to the extent that your child will want to pass out. You say, die, die. Me, I did not kill my parents. I will kill you. I will use my 2 hands and kill you. You be telling such words from a parent. You be telling your children. Those are patterns you saw. Mm. And you told yourself you will never repeat it. You'll be using your hand. You say, me, I did not. You will be beating your children as if you are pounding yam. I did not kill my parents. I did not kill my mother. You will not come and kill me. Hey, hey. You'll be beating your children when you are angry, when you are overwhelmed. You will calling you use labels on your children. Who stole that? Who is the thief in this house? Who is the liar here? Eh? You are a thief. You are a thief. Just agree you are a thief. Really? Such a label on your child. So, but you told yourself that you were misunderstood as a child. As a child, you were misunderstood. Communication was mostly misunderstanding. You are trying to say something that say, tell me you have gone to a boy's house. Hey, you are trying to say something else. But because communication is not something that is possible in your home, they will just misunderstand it. And today you are repeating that pattern. You are repeating that pattern. You know because you experience them now. You experience them. You saw those things. You know all those things. So now I'm asking, why do you think that those things your knowing is your knowing, you're knowing them, your awareness, yet you are still repeating them. Okay, so I will just tell us why we are repeating this pattern. Okay, because knowing is different from becoming. Knowing, awareness is different from transformation. Is not that book you have been reading. Transformation is not getting tips and hacks on Facebook. Transformation is not reading book, getting information. Your pastor say, and the fruit of the spirit. Yes, in fact, that even reminds me. Somebody was telling me yesterday that but the Bible said that when you spare a rod, you spoil the child. I said, but the same Bible still said the fruit of the spirit is joy, is love, is patience, is gentleness. Because the Bible says gentleness, you now say, okay, let me become a gentleness parenting. You now start raising a badly behaved child. No, I'm saying you instead of you doing your rod that you want to use and kill your child, practice the fruit of the Holy Spirit instead. Exhibit the fruit of the Holy Spirit instead, because knowing is different from your becoming. Your knowing is different from your becoming. So at this point in our conversation, you have two choices. Choice one, you can still continue. Yes, you can still continue with your tips, with your hacks. Okay, watch random videos, read scattered advice. This person is telling you, hey, how can you beat them? How can you spare the rod? This person is telling you, oh, calm down. This person is telling you, just allow the child now, let them watch screen, and give them the phone. Give it to them. Give them phone. Buy them tablets. Give them laptop. Buy them quality phones. Scattered advices here and there. This person is talking, that person. So many voices in your head. So it's a choice you can make. Keep trying by yourself, okay? And wish that maybe things will improve slowly. Things will improve. You pray. I've done affirmations. God, I believe you. Today I will not yell at my child. I will not get angry. I will not, God forbid. I will not get angry. I will just be a calm parent. I'll be a gentle parent. This fruit of the Holy Spirit, I'll practice it today. Okay? So you tell yourself that you're going to become all of that. And wish. So I'm giving you two choices today. And which maybe things will improve slowly. Okay? And you keep telling your children to go and copy. I told you my story now. I just told you people my story. How my mother used to tell me, if nobody trains you, won't you train yourself? And this was me. I was in my mid-20s. My mid-20s, innocent and naive in trying to train myself. I got myself hooked in a badly behaved space. So you can keep telling your children to copy people that are well behaved. I copied people that were well behaved for almost 30 years. Later they told me that it's not that your style. The person that I felt was a well behaved girl was the person that told me come. So but she has already succeeded. I think it was for a period. I've watched her for a period of 5 years. So I felt that okay, this girl is she's in line with my values, she's in line with my principles. So she has led me for a long time. So by the time she suggested that this is the way this thing is done, no, I was already far gone into believing this is who she was. So and that is what you now with all your education, now you are educated, you are exposed, and you are still telling your child to go and copy people. So that is my own story. Oh, I copied. My mother used to tell me, she will tell me, if nobody trains you, won't you train yourself? Won't you train yourself? And today, so I'm here to tell you that you should not do that kind of parenting pattern. Stop telling your children to copy people that are doing well in their spaces. Some of them, the people that are doing well in their spaces are not okay. They are not okay. So stop telling your children that. Let your children live from their identity. Let your child live from their identity. Let whatever your child is doing be from their identity. Okay? So but these are the first option you can become. You can decide to be okay, I'll be doing it slowly. Okay, and she has said I should not be. Or then I give you another choice, that is what I do. Okay? I do. Allow us to hold your hands, guide you step by step, walk with you into real transformation. Yes, walk you into real transformation, because you cannot get this transformation alone. Parenting is not meant to be done alone. So we can guide you step by step, walk with you into real transformation. We can help you become the calm, intentional parent your child deserves. The calm parent, the emotionally intelligent parent your child needs. We can help you become that. Okay? The emotionally intelligent parent your child needs. We can help you become that. Because should I tell you how we will do that? The Stigo Tribals Parenting Program is a parenting transformation journey for serious parents. It's a community. I told you that you cannot do parenting in isolation. You should not do parenting in isolation. I told you of a parent that was considering euthanasia because your child is a special new child. You want to. Nobody has the right to kill anybody. So nobody have a right. Nobody have a right to end the life of another person. So because you are overwhelmed, because you are tired, you are triggered. So it's a parenting transformation journey for serious parents. You get to meet other parents that have the same mindset like you. Okay? So inside this program, we get to help you to stop shouting patterns, because those patterns you lived with it. Your parents. I was telling somebody yesterday where I lived. I told you where the first space where I was raised. It was a very quiet space, but there was no peace, there was no calm. There was no peace, there was no peace, there was no calm. There was no peace, there was no calm. So but I now left that space. I left that space. I now went to another space. In this other space, there was now a lot of yelling. There was now a lot of yelling. So I told you people how this yelling can play out. When you are triggered, you just be, as you are coming from the gate, you say, hey, who is this person? Hey, you are always everywhere. Your voice is everywhere. Anywhere you go to, they know that you are there. So they know that you are there. So now you, in this framework, you get to learn how to build without these patterns that does not require you to keep shouting. So another thing you get to learn in this pattern is to build obedient children without fear. Children that are honoring. Okay, a child that will honor you, not a child that is a child that is a child that is being controlled. You are controlling your child. Okay, today you are controlling your child to be obedient. You are controlling them. When you are not there, they will now become everything. Okay, nobody is here today. Okay, I can become. That is why the society is the way it is, because we are raised in fear. We are raised in control. So but in this framework, you get to raise children who become honoring, who become obedient without fear. They know that this thing has to be done. These are my parents, I need to honor them. You get to raise emotionally strong children. In this framework, in this program, you get to raise emotionally strong children. You get to create home systems that work. I know you are interested already, right? So you get to heal your triggers. Yes, in this system we have we have um we have systems, we have structures that will help you heal your triggers to build confidence as a parent. Many parents are not confident. You are scared. They are scared of having conversations with your children. You don't know what to say. You don't want your child to shout at you. You are not confident as a parent. But in this framework, you get to learn how to influence your child, how to be an influence, how to be an influence in the lives of your child in confidence. Yes, that is what you get to, because this is our launch. Tomorrow we are launching the program, so the notice is quite short because our launch, this is our first time. A lot has been going on in the background. A lot of, you saw the timing now. We are supposed to come here live at 6. We are supposed to come here live at 6, but see the time we could come on live. We came at almost 7. So this is, a lot has been going on in the background. So that is why the notice is very short. We are starting tomorrow. Our induction class is happening tomorrow. So in this framework, you get to learn all of this, and we are launching this framework for the first set tomorrow. We only opened a few slots because it's a launch. We don't want to take in so much. Okay, we want to take in what we can chew. We don't want to take in thousands of parents. No, not yet. Okay, we don't want so much parents. We want just a few parents that we can hold their hands. Okay, just a few parents that we can start with. Just a few parents. The slots are few. So I know you are interested in becoming this parent that can raise a child that you can live with, and then you can live with your child, and then there will be harmony. You can connect. Many of us cannot connect with our children. There's no connection. We don't even know what they are going through, because you are reactive. You are the tigress in the home. The time that your child is supposed to tell you, oh, see what happened, oh, dad, see what happened to me, mom, see what happened to me, you are angry or you are neglectful. You just come. I saw that video yesterday. The parent just came in. He just came in and carried his phone. He was pressing it. The son was lying down on the couch. The son was pressing the phone. He just said, hi, guy, and continued. The son was there. He did not even ask. So many of us are neglectful. We are neglectful parents. We don't want to engage. We don't want to connect, because it will expose the wounds that we are carrying. So, and this is not this healing work is not something that, this structure, this system I'm talking about, is not something that will just fall on you because you are now a pastor. I told you the story of the boy that. So in fact, I'm writing my second book. The title of my second book is Beyond Punishment. So it's not about what's that will just fall on you because you are now a medical doctor, because you are now a chief judge, because you are now no, it won't fall on you. It won't fall on you. It is something that is a system. It's something that you build intentionally. So now this program will go for the fastest fingers. We only opened for a few slots. Okay, it will go for the fastest fingers. Okay, so I know you are interested. where you don't practice and learn it. When you don't practice and learn it, said hi, hi, hello. So this framework is not for everybody. It's not for parents that tell themselves that abeg who is a perfect parent. Yes, parenting is not about what this framework is not a perfection something. We are meant to grow. Yes, it's a growth journey. Parenting is a growth journey. So whoever told you that because your parents parented you, it will just you are supposed to become a parent, lie to you. Parenting is a learned skill and you can grow in it. You can grow in it. It's not about perfection. It's not that okay you just become a parent just say okay. No, it is a growth journey. You keep growing in it, okay? And it is for the fastest fingers, okay? It is for the fastest fingers. Every parent who joins immediately gets our family constitution memorandum. I told us of my parents, okay, and I've heard many parents tell their children that copy people that are well behaved in any space you find yourself. Now I've told us that it is not about copying people. You don't copy to build identity. So instead of your child to be focused on building identity, they are trying to study the environment to see who is well behaved. But when you get this family constitution memorandum, it's a guide. This guide will empower you. It will empower you to build these systems. It will empower you to build this your family system. So I know, and this is what 10,000 naira. But if you register now, for the people that register now, we will give them this guide for free. For anybody that registers from now till tomorrow will get this slide, this guide. So anybody that registers for this program is just 100,000 for the whole year, for the entire year. So you get to get this guide for free, and with this guide you'll be able to build the identity of your family. You get to build the culture of your family, okay? You get to build the culture of your family. So how to create house rules, values, expectations and peace systems at home. So with this guide you get to learn how to build these peace systems in your own home, okay? So now your child does not need a perfect parent. Your child does not need you to become a perfect parent. I know you are looking for a perfect child. You have been praying, oh God, why is my own child like this? Hey God, when will my own child, why is my own lot like this? Who went to go and give me boys? Oh, who went to go and give me boys that are heady? Heady boys. Boys are always heady. They don't used to hear. Oh, girls are always calm. Your child does not, you don't need another child. You don't need another child. And then you only need another to become another parent. So your child does not need a perfect parent. You only need to become a transformed parent. You need to become another parent, a transformed parent, another parent from the reactive parent that you were into a parent that builds structure. Okay, this is the Stigwa Tribals framework. You need to build a parent that is transformed. So I know you are interested in getting this framework. So that is why you should reach out to us from that group. Reach out to us because I know you are interested in building a home that is calm. You are interested in disciplining your child without destroying their identity, because discipline is not about punishment. Discipline is not flogging. Discipline is not yelling. Discipline is structure, is system, okay? Discipline is systems. So now your child's future is already being shaped daily. Your child's future is already being shaped daily. The question is, by design, is it by design that you are shaping the future, or you are just living by default as the thing is doing you? Today you are calm, you are loving, you are warm, okay? So this framework, this free guide will be given to everybody that registers. The guide is worth over 10,000 naira, but anybody that registers for this program will get this guide for free. We'll be giving you for free. So if you are ready, just type ready now or message join immediately, because our slots are few. Like I said, we are starting, is our launch program, so we don't want to chew so much. We want to chew a little so that we will start, we will launch out and then be able to offer the transformation that we promised. Okay, so now fastest fingers first. Fastest finger, the cost is joining, the cost of joining is small, it's not much. Okay, is 100,000 for a whole year, is breaking down into 365 days. You sef check it now, you sef check it now. So this is our launch, that is why it is that low. Okay, the cost of delaying may be your child's future patterns. These patterns now that you are exhibiting, that you are jumping everywhere, you are biting, you are, hey, who is that person, hey, have I not told you before, have I not been warning you before? All of those patterns, you will keep passing them on, because that is the cost of your delaying. So but I know that you are not delaying, I know you are interested, I know you are interested in this growth journey. That is why you joined that group, that is why you joined that WhatsApp group. So because you are interested, that is why we want you to choose wisely. Choose wisely now. Choose wisely by reaching out to us. Okay, reaching out to us, because we are starting up, we are launching tomorrow. Tomorrow is the end of this wait. We have been talking about this program since last year. We have been talking about this program, and I know many parents are out there struggling like I was. I remember I have a lot of stories a lot of story, a lot of experience, and I know many people have their own experiences that are, if they even say their own, I would cringe. I will cringe, because I know my parents were struggling too, because it's not as if they were bad parents, they were very good parents. They were very good parents. I told you my mother was, but yet they were able to put one or two things together and pay my bills, sponsored my education. So they were also struggling. And I know those patterns, we are carrying them. So but we can decide today, we can choose wisely today. Okay, we can choose wisely today by joining this framework, by buying this framework. So in this framework you get to learn how to build. So I told you people, the core of parenting is identity building. So it's not telling your child to go and copy or shouting. You are shouting, hey, 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 hey. Everywhere is chaotic in your home, because you have programmed your child. You talk slowly, they will not hear you. They will not hear you, because you are used to yelling. So you have programmed them to, okay, this is why, this is the point, you should be able to hear me. So if you don't shout, they will not hear you. So but I know those, we are ready to end those patterns, we are ready to end those parenting mistakes and start and becoming in this journey. You are ready to join us in this our journey of becoming an emotionally intelligent parent, because it is not, so it's not something you say you have read book, yet how far now, how market. So you have to be deliberate, you have to be intentional by putting yourself in systems, by putting yourself in community. So that is why this Steward Tribals program is here. So and we hope to hear from you before the end of tomorrow, because after tomorrow you even if you register after tomorrow, you get to wait until after the next year, until May 1st in 2027. So the program runs for a year, one entire year. So we are starting on the 1st of May till next year, April 30th. So if you are interested in the program, reach out to us on our numbers. So see you. Thank you all so much for being here. Okay, I see you all. So we are expecting the fastest fingers are ready to become an emotionally intelligent parent and join us in this our growth journey. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.